Jacob Quillen once again wins it back as they try to move it back through the middle. Jakai plays it right back in. Little tap behind for Danford, and he takes a bit of a shot. Keeping an eye on him as he took a shot in the first period, and he took some exception to that. And why wouldn't you? Back out into center. Kapanen turns on it, plays it back down deep. Chance for Pascal Vincent to look at some of the folks that he may be shepherding as well. Backhand as Hlinka moves it back behind his goal. Prokop turns around, and you might think they would be. And that's a little bit of you tuning in today, I think, is you look at these teams and you think, well, who is going to separate themselves? Back from behind the goal. Little extra work done to get it back up high. Engstrom tries to look for a little help. Off the boards it comes, back out front, but not much to be made of it. Trying a little sweep around there was Dineen, and did not quite connect where he wanted to. They'll continue to move this one. Nifty looking shot, and it crawls its way wide as Pexa tries to stay out in front here, and the scramble turns into a pile on the rabbit. On the ground, next thing you know, there'd be 20 kids on top of them. Pile on the rabbit. There's one. Drops down, right side, just walked its way wide. Wow. It's one of the things that often people don't talk about. Here's Jakai, lets one fly, and a big rebound is goaltending. And he got a penalty coming up here as, you just got to keep playing and keep trying to get as consistent as you can possibly be. This one played along to the near side. Nice chip in and a nice play. Quillen out of the corner. He's got Prokop up high, and over the far side it comes. Quick over. Prokop finds Quillen, top of the circle, looks down low. Turberg back to Quillen. Great opportunity. Quick pads from Fowler. Quillen again, side of the goal, slides out front, and that one looked like it needed a little education. Absolutely massive. It's not a face-off circle, it's just a ring. It's a giant ring. Fellinger, Sifter, and then Sim gets a stick right into the grill, and he turns around on Beck to get involved, and right away sees a little bit more attention. Jakai, no doubt, trying to see if he... This one comes right here. And 5-on-3. Hopkins in the circle. This one comes back to Sharp. Quick over. There's the shot. Scores 2-0. Sharp with a beautiful feed. And what a turn on. Quick over. Fellinger. There's a shot that found. There's Sim. He's also impressed this weekend as well. Grabbed up, looking back, up high, long one. Chadwick back down past Nancy. Hames trying to find a route here. Sim kicking it to his backhand. Hames back to it. Sim jockeying for position as well. Dineen doing a pretty good job trying to hold him along the boards here, but Sim gets it loose and then steps loose. I'm telling you, he's got to have a eyeball or two cast towards his future. Dragging along, Sim gets right back to it. Drops and then gets back into it. It looked like he was throwing a block there, trying to get in from the 1 yard line. He grabs it up again. He's having a shift right now as it comes back up. Bellinger, quick over, Chadwick, and even the folks here have recognized it, that they just want somebody to make something happen. He steps off the ice, and I'll tell you, if this was Toronto, they would have given him a round of applause. Lifted back down the ice, trying to relieve the pressure more than anything else, and in fact, they do side of the line. Quick back over to Conrad. Taps it down into the corner. Barbolini trying to track it down. It gets by McHugh and into the corner. Knocked back. McHugh chases it down. He's got it on his backhand. He looked out front for a brief moment. Barbolini was covered off and would have been hard to get him the puck as Conrad works to get that puck back. Grabs it up here, gets it back up to the line, but Thorpe keeps it in. Takes the shot. Parsons blocks that one. Then he is jammed against the end boards, and we got a penalty coming up as Torberg comes to it, and now some negotiation. Post whistle. Oh, now it gets aggressive. McHugh sets up here with Thorpe at center ice. It's like fight night at the Felt Forum. As Thorpe gets to it, McHugh, no strangers to tussling. But they are both trying to get loose here. And then there's one that lands. And quick after it, trying to grab onto the mask to see if there's something there. McHugh a little off balance here as he tries to get back to it. And down goes Thorpe. Does step in. They did change out the goaltenders. See if he can stop the Leafs power play. Up 2-0, looking for a third. Side of the goal, back up. There's the shot, and it pinballs its way back out. Prokop plays it to the board. Quillen drags it down the wall, looks out front. Boy, he had a player going there, but he was double-teamed, and now Sim comes in to move some freight. Right back through the middle. Little lift along the boards and in. Tap back up, hoping to find Chadwick. The puck does find him, and he moves it and steps back to it. A little extra work to get along and up. And as I say, you don't have a lot of time to move that puck. Price paid there. Some exception to Jakai being out front and creating a disturbance. And now here's Mesar coming in, clear shot, scores! Its way back down the ice, and Mesar comes in on the wing, trying to chase him down. Was Danford, but he just had the step to the outside that he wanted. Here's Kapanen now, feeding across ice. That shot high and into the glass. Long one here, doesn't get through. Boy, they've taken a lot of energy from that goal from Mešár. Kapanen moving it. Leafs trying to get back into order here. Up high it comes. McNeil, cross ice. Long one at the goal. Pexa the save, the rebound too. Here's Protz. Conrad, a little chop, back up the wall it comes. Kapanen pulls it from there. Montreal is putting on some pressure here in the final 2 minutes of this second period. This one slides away on a shot that goes wrong, and back up it comes to McNeil one more time. They keep it back up high. Knocked down out front. Jakai doing a pretty good job. Conrad, that's stopped by Pexa. The tap on it from Conrad. Leafs need to relieve some pressure here and see if they can get this one out of the zone. Little jam out front. Pexa, the save. Waits behind his own goal. Moves it along for Handel. Cross the line for Rohrer, but it's beyond him. Mešár looking for another one. Slides out front. Gets by everybody, but at the blue line, it is kept in. Reinbacher plays it along. Good opportunity, but it's high and into the glass. Well wide. Mešár looks at it again. The pressure continues here from the Canadiens. Pulling back at the point, working the blue line. Mešár again looks for a little bit of help. Engstrom toward the goal. It takes a left turn off a skate, but Torberg is able to get there.